Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm fixing to put in this little 2-ton air handler. But what I wanted to show you about the 2-ton air handler is, if you ever have to change the blower motor, you got your 3 screws right here. But the problem with this is, this whole squirrel cage doesn't come out. What you got to do is pull all of this metal out of the way, and then pull the heater strips out so that you can get your wrench in there to unloosen the bolt that's holding this blower wheel together. But you got 4 screws. I got 2 screws on this side. Then you got another 2, and then some on here. So you're going to have to bend this metal up to do this. It's the only thing I don't like about these little units, even though it is a nice unit. It's nice units. It's done well for me. I'm hooking this up to an old R22 unit. I had to change the piston to a 59. It has a 57. These come with a 57, and it's done well with the Pain and the good ones. So in order to make it run well on the good one, I had to change this piston to a 59. Now, if I actually hook up a R410A to this one, I'll just come back and go ahead and put a 57 back in here, which does well. But I mean, it's fairly simple to work on. Blower control board right here. It's all your brains. Everything's right in the front that you can get to. Like I said, the downfall is getting the blower motor out. You're just about going to have to take it off the platform and remove the plenum and get it out so that you can do all your work on it. Now, if there's an easier way, I hope somebody will show me. But this is what we're taking out right here, or I'm taking out. It's about a 1983 air handler. It's old. It's been in here for a long time. It does function, but one of the things, it has a compression fitting holding this together, and it tends to leak right in here. And it has some Schrader cores on both ends, the high and the low, right here, right down in here. And somebody has taped it up real good, but you can't hardly remove the Schrader cores because you can't get your tool on the high side. They set it to where you can't get your tool, to remove the Schrader core out of it. But the last one like this I pulled out was leaking bad. I put the tester in there, the sniffer, and as soon as you open the door, it was blowing all out into the living room. Well, this will be the second one I've done in less than a month. This is my third that I've done in less than a month. And like I said, they're real good units here, these old Luxaires. But they're just old, and they don't match up. If you look down in here, these are capillary tubes and an old filter dryer here. But there's no place to put a piston unless you convert it. And I'm not going to take something as old as this with all this rust in there. I'm just not going to do it. I'd rather just replace the whole unit. And I'm hoping that it hasn't burned up or at least wore out the compressor out there. It was running, but you could hear it. And so when I hook up this 59 piston, I'm hoping it corrects it with this new air handler I'm putting in. But it's 3 feet high. So what I did was just cut the plenum at 3 feet. And then all I got to do is slide it in and silver tape it. Now, in these old apartments, you're trying to cut time. So the back end here on this fiberglass, I leave the back and I crush it to the back and then just silver tape right in here. But it'll match almost perfect. I may have to cut a little right here because it's a little low. But other than that, these are pretty simple. You guys. I just wanted to show you something.